Business leaders Ed Francisco and Riza Mantaring are in charge of some of the country's biggest companies. Ed is the president of BDO Capital Investment Corporation. Riza, meantime, is the president and CEO of Sun Life Financial. Despite their very busy schedules, they lead active lifestyles by joining marathons and triathlons. And tonight, find out why Ed and Riza prove that with the right mindset, corporate giants can become inspiring athletes.
Yeah. You know, if something's important to you or something that you really want to do, you're going to find time for it. So whenever I hear people say they have no time, I just start to think, maybe you really don't want to do it. So actually what I do is I wake up early. I wake up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock to be able to train. But I also schedule my training time just like I schedule everything else. So my assistant already knows on these days, don't schedule a breakfast meeting on these days. I mean, as much as possible. Of course, you have to be a bit more flexible if work requires it. Sometimes you have no choice, then adjust your training too.
What about you, Sir Ed? How do you make that impossible balance between leading a company and training for either a triathlon, in your case, or a marathon?
Sure. In my case, it's also multitasking. When I wake up in the morning, I'm on my treadmill or on my bike, but I'm watching CNN. And then I can answer my phone, I can answer emails while on the treadmill or the bike, make sure I just don't fall off the treadmill, although that happened once. And then at times, even if I'm on business trips, if I can sneak in a quick run, I'll do that. So it's just really, again, like Riza said, finding the time for something that's important. Even quickly before lunch, a quick swim, or when I get home, a quick run again. So that's how you put in the 10 hours a week for me.
I have friends who are into triathlon, and I kid them that they're full-time triathletes and part-time business people.
That's the secret.
That's the secret. I think if you run the company, you can pretty much manage your schedule better than anyone else. Training is a maddening process. It tries the body, and I think more so the mind, because of the number of hours that you have to commit in order to prepare for, let's say, a 42-kilometer run. How do you keep yourself from, like, just say, you know what, I don't need to do this. I have a lot on my plate. I have a business to run. I don't need to do this. This is a side thing. How do you convince yourself that it's important and you need to finish it?
I just do it. Actually, you're right about the mental part being the toughest, because when you're training, sometimes at the beginning I tell myself, I have to run 20 kilometers today or 30, I don't really feel like it. Maybe I'll just do 10. But while you're already running, you say, okay, I'll just do 5 more. And then before you know it, you're actually done. So sometimes, if you don't feel like doing it, take it in small chunks. Don't think of the entire length. So, for example, when I do my long runs, I'm doing another 30 this Sunday. I break it into 4-kilometer chunks so that I think of it just as 7 loops. When it's 7 loops, or it's not so bad.
So the 30 is your last long run before your very short taper period.
Yes.
You're a super athlete as far as I'm concerned.
I'm a triathlete, TRY.
No, you are a super athlete. How about you, Sir Ed? There must be times when you're doing your swim, you're doing your bike, you're doing your run, and you're telling yourself, why am I doing this? What is the answer?
Yeah. It's really because, one is because I love it, and second, it's really for health. It's really a lifestyle. I gave up, I don't smoke anyway, but I gave up drinking. And of course, because of the lifestyle change, I don't go out late anymore. It's really once in a while. And you just really multitask. So I have a program, but it's just like running a business, and same as you. You have a program, so today you have to do 1-hour run. On Saturday, 2-hour bike. On Sunday, maybe a 3 or a 4-hour run. And then you just find time to accomplish it. And then you're right, it's very mental. It's mental, but that's what defines us, right? Even through pain, you embrace the pain, you embrace the hardship, because that's part of the journey.
Oh, embracing the pain. I'm so familiar with that. When you hit your wall at maybe the 32-kilometer mark, and it is really painful to just even walk. When you embrace the pain, there must be that motivation within you.
Yes.
That when you hit the wall, whatever that is, whether you hit the wall at the bike or the run, how do you flip the switch and say, well, I can push some more. I can push some more.
Yeah. I'm actually lucky because I'm one of those people that for some reason doesn't hit the wall.
You do not. You don't have a wall.
No, I don't. But I'm not,
And then you're amazed. What?
that doesn't mean I'm fast. It just means that I can keep going. Because some people, they cramp. I never get cramps. So I'm lucky that way, knock on wood. So, but at some point, it's really painful already. Your feet hurt. You want to stop. Everything's starting to get stiff. You just keep thinking of the next step. Like I said, small chunks. Don't think of, I still have 10 kilometers left. Just think of, I just have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Take it in small chunks. Much like you also do at work, right? When you have a huge task, break it into smaller tasks.
How about you, Sir Ed?
Me, the other trick I do is when I can, if I have an iPad with me, I have a mix of my collection, of course, but once in a while, every 20 minutes or so, there might be a religious song. But the logic for me is that in my case, I feel blessed or grateful that I'm able to work out, that I'm healthy, that I have, that I don't have an illness that's keeping me there. So even if it's hard, I think of the people who are unlucky, or like Riza and I were lucky enough to be in this stature in life when we can afford to pay for our trip. So that is a gift. And the fact that we're healthy, we're doing it. I think of my relatives. I think of my wife, my son, and my daughter, and then I offer it to them. I offer it to the other people.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, doing it for someone actually helps. Because I remember when I did the Chicago Marathon, it was exactly on the day my dad passed away, 2 years before. So I said, Dad, this is for you. So, and then that gives you the motivation to try to do as well as you can, because it's for him.